Welcome to another epic adventure on Skull Island, presented exclusively for our loyal viewers by the channel Kong Mighty Ruler Asu. The mist clings tightly to the ancient trees, hiding the deadly predators that wait in silence for their next meal. Through the dense foliage, a massive shadow moves with purpose, shaking the ground violently with every heavy step he takes. The king of this island remains constantly vigilant, knowing that peace is just a fleeting illusion in this savage land. Unknown to the mighty ruler, a silent killer is stalking him from the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. From the darkness emerges a nightmare of chitin and poison, a giant scorpion that rivals even the largest dinosaurs in size. Kong senses the disturbance immediately and turns to face his challenger, and his chest heaving with the anticipation of a brutal fight. The arachnid wastes no time and lunges forward, clamping its vice-like pincers onto the thick muscle of Kong's powerful arm. Roaring in frustration, the ape delivers a crushing blow to the creature's head, but the armored shell absorbs the impact. The deadly tail rises high above the battlefield, its sharp stinger dripping with a venom that could kill an elephant instantly. With lightning reflexes, Kong sidesteps the attack, watching as the lethal stinger shatters the solid rock beneath his feet completely. Seizing the opportunity, Kong grabs the thrashing tail with both hands, struggling to keep the poisonous tip away from his body. The relentless insect attacks the ape's legs, forcing him to stumble backward and lose his footing on the treacherous ground. Desperate for a weapon, the giant ape reaches out and rips an ancient tree from the earth to use as a club. With a mighty swing, he smashes the timber against the creature's flank, finally cracking the thick armor that protects it. The wounded monster retreats momentarily, clicking its mandibles in fury, but it refuses to give up the fight just yet. Kong takes to the air, using gravity to amplify his strength as he brings both fists down in a devastating smash. The ground shakes violently as the massive impact flattens the arachnid into the dirt, leaving it unable to move or fight. To ensure his victory is permanent, Kong tears the deadly stinger from the creature and hurls it deep into the jungle. A roar of absolute dominance echoes through the valley, warning all other creatures that the king is still the ruler here. As the adrenaline fades, the weary warrior takes a moment to inspect the battle scars left on his thick fur. There is no time for rest, so Kong continues his patrol, moving into the treacherous rocky canyons of the island. This desolate landscape is a different kind of hell, where the scorching sun and dry wind test the endurance of all. Suddenly, the giant ape freezes in his tracks, his sharp ears picking up a disturbing sound carried by the wind. A chorus of chilling cackles erupts from the shadows, signaling the arrival of a pack that knows no fear today. The first scavenger reveals itself, a mutated beast far larger and more aggressive than any ordinary hyena found in nature. Within seconds, the canyon floor is swarming with the pack, forming a deadly circle that cuts off any escape route. Kong tries to intimidate them with a thunderous roar, but the hungry pack is driven by starvation and shows no fear. Using their speed, three of the beasts launch a coordinated attack from behind, sinking their teeth into Kong's massive legs. As he turns to defend himself, the rest of the pack strikes from the front, overwhelming him with their sheer numbers. Finally getting a grip, Kong snatches one of the attackers and hurls it violently against the solid stone canyon wall. The cunning pack changes tactics, running in a dizzying circle to confuse the giant ape and hide their next strike. Blinded by the dust, the intelligent ape closes his eyes, relying on his acute hearing to pinpoint the location of his enemies. He unleashes a ground-shaking smash that sends a shockwave through the dirt, knocking the closest predators off their feet instantly. The alpha male stands on a high ledge and howls a command, ordering every remaining member to attack.
Take him down!
Like a dark tide of death, the entire pack surges forward, burying the giant ape under a mountain of snapping jaws. With a burst of primal rage, Kong erupts from the pile, and sending bodies flying through the air with his incredible strength. Identifying the leader of the pack, Kong ignores the minions and begins to scale the cliff face to confront the alpha. The desperate pack tries to drag him down, but Kong shakes them off, determined to end this battle by removing the head. Pulling himself onto the ledge, the king stands face to face with the pack leader, who now realizes its fatal mistake. In a final act of desperation, the alpha leaps for the throat, but Kong catches the beast in midair effortlessly. Holding the struggling leader high above his head, Kong displays his dominance to the terrified pack watching from the canyon floor. With a powerful throw, he sends the defeated leader crashing down among its followers, breaking their spirit and their formation completely. Panic spreads through the ranks, and the once fearless predators scatter into the wind, fleeing from the true king of the island. From his high vantage point, the victor watches the cowards flee, as satisfied that his territory is safe for another day. Descending back to the ground, the giant ape performs one last check to ensure that silence has truly returned to the valley. He finds a small stream nearby and washes away the dust of battle, the cool water soothing his tired muscles. Reflected in the clear water is the face of a warrior who has seen countless battles and survived them all. Taking a rare moment of respite, he enjoys the simple pleasure of a meal, gathering strength for whatever comes next. As the day draws to a close, the sky turns a blood-red hue, painting the savage island in a beautiful light. The king rises to his feet once more, his gaze fixed on the distant horizon where the jungle meets the endless ocean. High above, ancient winged creatures glide on the evening thermals, silent witnesses to the daily struggle for survival on this island. With the battles won, the mighty ruler heads towards his sanctuary to rest before the sun rises on another dangerous day. The entire jungle prepares for the darkness, as smaller creatures scurry into their burrows to hide from the nocturnal hunters. He passes the bleached bones of a fallen rival, a grim reminder that on Skull Island, only the strongest survive. A soft rhythmic thumping echoes as Kong beats his chest gently, a heartbeat that drives the life force of this island. Seen from the ocean, the island looks like a fortress, and standing on its walls is the guardian who never sleeps. Finally, the great beast closes his eyes, allowing his body to recover from the brutal combat he endured earlier today. The moon rises high, casting a silver glow over the land, watching over the sleeping king until the dawn returns. Today was a testament to his power, crushing the armored shell of the scorpion that dared to challenge his absolute authority. He also proved his tactical genius, outsmarting a pack of lethal hunters and breaking their formation with a single move. But rest is always short-lived here, as the snap of a twig instantly wakes the warrior from his deep slumber. He sits up in the darkness, muscles tensed and ready, proving that a king must always be prepared for war. Fortunately, it is just a harmless creature passing by, allowing the tension to fade back into the quiet of the night. Gazing at the moon, one can sense the heavy burden of loneliness that comes with being the sole protector of this realm. The night is long, but Kong remains standing, the eternal guardian of Skull Island, ready for whatever tomorrow may bring. Thank you for watching this battle. Remember to subscribe to Kong Mighty Ruler Asu for more epic monster fights soon.